Ignoring the messy bed, hey, it's Mike here from CAW All the Time, and this is my review of CPV from SCAW, No Guts, No Glory. Now, if you haven't seen the entire show, probably should have, because it's been at least up for a day, so I think I have the right to give my review of it. So if you haven't seen it, here's some spoilers. Alright, so match night started off, with the quarterfinal matches of the SCAW tournament, starting with Inuyasha versus Ichigo Kurosaki. Alright, so this match actually I felt it lasted a bit too long, in my opinion. I felt the pacing was very slow, it didn't really pick up towards the end, but it was only for maybe about the last 2 minutes. So I was really kind of sad, because this was a little, not that good, but luckily the rest of the night carried on without a hitch. But surprisingly, Ichigo won, which really surprised me, because I figured that it would have been a squash match in the other direction. Oh well, so I'm 0-1. Nothing too bad. Alright, then I believe the next match was the Mr. Clean Green Lantern match. I forgot to even explain in my picks the whole 0-1 championship fiasco at the 1-year anniversary show. I forgot to mention that. But this match actually, compared to the last match, very quick. I think it was only like 5 minutes, really. Maybe more, maybe like 10, but I couldn't tell. But it was like extremely quick, it felt, And it was like Green Lantern won, but, whatchamacallit, Mr. Clean came back and, like, totally kicked the crap out of him, So I kind of knew, like, oh, crap, he's probably going to be hurt or something. There's no way he can pull, like, a Randy Macho Man now. Basically, so that's now 1-1. It's like, okay, my night's starting to pick up. So then we get to Batman versus Homer Simpson. Now, if you do remember from my review show, I said that Batman was going to win, and I was going to burst my editor Andrew's bubble. Well, apparently, it was the other way around. Homer Simpson somehow wins it, and I'm surprised, because I figured Batman could have handled Homer Simpson pretty well, I felt. But that's just one thing, I guess, that surprised me. So that's one thing that really surprised me, is the fact that that he won his match and moves on to face off against probably the biggest grudge match of the quarterfinals, which would be, obviously, Iron Man and Darth Vader. Holy crap, this match was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I would say maybe could have stole the show from the Hell in a Cell match, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe more like the 6-man elimination thing for the Internet Championship, but still, that match could have been a little higher up, in my opinion, but it was just because of the quarterfinal. And surprisingly, Iron Man got his revenge and won. So, let's see, that makes me 1-4 right now, and I'm looking like it's going to be a rough night with my picks. So, okay, let me try and think. What is the next match? Wait, did they... No, did they go into the semifinals? No, not right away. Oh, yeah, tag team match. WQ World Order members, Myers and Sparrow, took on Jay and Silent Bob, and once again I botched because I actually did not know that no tag team champions had ever won it twice. So I knew they won it once before, but that was a while back, and it only lasted 8 days. But I did not know that there was never a multi-time tag team champion. Whatever. Basically, this match, let's see, it was high impact, you know, tag team action, you know, at its finals, but it felt, I think it was only one part. I want to say it was one part, maybe a part and a half, but really kind of very confusing on who was in the ring and everything. But that's what tag teams are, you know. It's very confusing to keep track of who's in the ring and everything. But you know, but in my opinion, the match was good. You know, I'm pissed off that the No DQ World Order won. You know, so that makes my record 1-5 for this CPV. Oh boy, this is going to be a long one, I know. Okay, so then we get to the semi-final action. We got Ichigo Kurosaki going up against the Green Lantern, my hopeful champion. This was not a good match for me, but for everyone else, this is probably a very bad squash match. Because Green Lantern just got pummeled by Mr. Clean earlier on the night. There was like no way he could win. It's a shame too, because Green Lantern was on a roll in my opinion, you know, after coming from Mr. Clean, but unfortunately, Soul Reaper, and it was over, you know. It really messed, because that means my everything was screwed up, so basically, I'm now 7-0, and that means all the rest of the picks were pretty much screwed up now, because now my final's screwed up. Alright, so that means Ichigo Kurosaki moves on to the finals. That's probably a big shock, because only like 3% actually thought he would make it, but that's very surprising. Let's see here. What was the next match? What was the next match? This is my case for my webcam. What was the next match? Oh, yeah. The match was... Oh, I know. Oh, Iron Man, Homer Simpson. This was actually surprisingly a great match. You have Iron Man on one side, undefeated and everything, and Homer Simpson being Homer Simpson. So, basically, match was, you know, I wouldn't say long, but very high impact, you know, back and forth, like, all of a sudden, like, he would hit the stunner and anything, it would be epic and awesome, you know. I just can't believe it that Homer Simpson won, you know, because that just surprised me, and like giving Iron Man his first loss in singles action, you know. That was surprising. So we got the finals being Ichigo Kurosaki and the Homer Simpson. But that wouldn't happen before a match that is the 6-man elimination dance. Let me see if I can get this right. With champion, Internet champion, Joker. Let's see, Ghost Rider, Santa Claus, Thing, Optimus Prime, and Gladiator. Alright, so first off, this is a 6-man elimination match. This is a I would think this is going to take forever because, you know, they do, because their elimination, you know, it takes a while to get those guys wear down, but I guess not, because we got a double elimination, like, I think it was Thing and Santa Claus, I want to say.